Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. How you doing this evening? I am your host, Miss Regenia. We are here. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for sending out the notifications. So we are here talking about Mary Kay Cosmetics, Mary Kay Skincare. Hey, if you're able to share this, go ahead and share us out. But here are some of the products here by Mary Kay. There's the flip chart. There's the lookbooks. There's my skincare that I use time-wise. There's a picture of me, yes, in my Mary Kay uniform. And those are some little samples right there. That big bag is the advertising bag. Wherever I go, I carry that bag. And as you can see, it has the lookbooks on the side. A lot of times I don't have to say a thing. People recognize it and, oh, you sell Mary Kay? Yes. Would you like a book? Sure. I'll give them a book. And on the back of that lookbook has my name and my telephone number. So they can look in the book, find whatever it is that they like, give me a call, and I will order anything that they need. But I'm getting ready to read this book by Mary Kay. It's called Miracle Happens. Yes, this is the picture of Mary Kay Ash, who is the founder of this product. Mary Kay, she's no longer with us, but her sons have taken over the business and they're doing a really good job. What I like about what her sons did, they did not change the formula to any of their products, and they have over 200 products. I've been using Mary Kay skincare for about 30 years. And it has done wonders for my skin. So I love that. So we're just, let me get my other device, my second device, so I can see and shout you guys out as you come in. But I will be reading the book, Miracle Happens by Mary Kay Cosmetics. So let's see who's here. Thank you for the 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Oh, it's Jen 28. Hey, my friend, Jen 28 is in the house. Jensky is in the house. She says, good evening. Good evening, ma'am. Hey, yes, it is evening for you. And it is midnight. It is midnight for me. Okay? So, good morning. What is it, Saturday morning? Good morning to everybody in America who may be up like me. What happened, I went to sleep, okay? I went to sleep early, and that's what caused me to be up at 12 midnight. But it's all good. This is the day. Shanji, hey, my girl. How you doing? Same to you. My Shanji girl is in the house. How you doing, Shanji? How are you? You doing okay? Wonderful. Let me switch over to the AI Regenia show. Okay. And let me click on this live using my other device. It is a lot to learn here on YouTube, you guys. It's a lot to learn. So John is here. Hey, John, long time, John. Long time no see you, John. But it is good to see you. You're doing pretty good here. How's mom? Yeah, how's your mother doing, Shanji? John also says hello. Yes, Shanji and John, we have been together a while. Boy, we have been together and God is good. This year is almost over and we're going to be seeing another year together, another whole year. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the 4 thumbs up. Yes, everybody that knows me know that I sell Mary Kay Cosmetics and I use Mary Kay Cosmetics. And if anybody is looking for a business, get into the business of selling Mary Kay, let me know. My mom is doing okay. Amen. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? I am I'm in a little pain. You know anything about chicken pox? Well, it's the same as shingles. So I have shingles. So I am hurting on my left side. I am taking some medication for it. But wow, I'll be glad when it's over. I can't wait to be my normal self again because it's very painful. Very, very painful. Shingles. You can Google it and read all about it. It's horrible. And I had it before. I didn't think I would get it again. I got it in November for the first time. And then they gave me some medicine. I forget how long it took me for it to go away. And yeah, John, that is remarkable. Our banner reached 400,000 subscribers. Man, that was good. I mean, wow. I thought she had just hit 300,000 and already she's at 400,000 subscribers. Congratulations to her. And congratulations to you too, John, because you just purchased for your museum for our banner that beautiful red dress. Oh, I love that dress. Red is my favorite color. And I saw how it was designed. And I would love a dress like that. That was beautiful. And you have so many of her dresses and shoes for your Ivana museum. You got all kinds of CDs where she have signed the CDs. Man, you got a nice, very nice collection of Ivana's stuff. You know what I mean? Calendars. Just a whole, you are a very, very, very good supporter, an excellent supporter. And we love Ivana. She deserves it. She works hard. She has been working hard at this for about 15 years. So she deserves all that she gets. I will go over there, but yeah, I am going to read the first chapter of this book. You know what I mean? By Mary Kay. That says miracle happens. And right now with she has a new Christmas CD. Of course, yeah. I'm sure she does. She takes advantage of every major holiday and get her songs out there. And so that's a blessing. That's truly a blessing. Okay, you guys. So let me get to read the first chapter of the book. And it's called You Can Do It. One thing about Mary Kay is she has inspired millions of women over the world and motivated them to tell them that you can do it. And you might say, do what? Do anything. Because you can apply these same principles, that she is talking about in your everyday life. So let me get started. You can do it. Mary Kay says there are 4 kinds of people in this world. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, those who wonder what happened, and those who don't know that anything happened. I knew from a very early age that I wanted to be first on that list. And in the years since, I have learned that people who do succeed are set apart by their personalities their objectives and abilities. Specifically, this means that they have enthusiasm, okay, discipline, willing to work, to serve, and to learn, determination, and appreciation of others. I said that I learned this lesson. I did not say that it came easily or dropped into my lap. When I was 7 years old, my daddy came home from work, and although 3 years treatment had arrested his tuberculosis, he was not completely cured. So during the rest of my childhood, he remained an invalid and in need of great deal of tender, loving care. For all those years, my mother was the sole support of our family. She had been trained as a nurse, but eventually found work as the manager of a restaurant in Houston. The job didn't pay as well as such jobs do today, and the salary was undoubtedly lower. Why? Because she was a woman. Mother worked 14 hours a day, leaving home every morning at 5 before I even would wake up and return at 9 at night, often after I was asleep. My older brother and sisters were grown and gone, so it became my responsibility to take care of my daddy. It never occurred to me that things should be any different. I would come home from school, clean the house, then I would do my homework. But I accepted this. And what's more, I enjoyed it. Even though some of my duties were supposed to be too difficult for a child, nobody ever told me that. As a result, I just did it. Still, preparing meals was often a great challenge. My mother was a marvelous cook, but the job became mine when she couldn't be home in time to make our family dinner. At the tender age of 7, I could hardly be considered a master chef. Remember, there was no such thing as frozen dinners or carryouts. If dad wanted chili or chicken for dinner, I didn't know how to cook it. I would call my mother. During those days, I rarely had the opportunity to learn anything from her in person. She just couldn't be there to teach me. But how often I said since then, thank God for the telephone. It became my lifeline and my primary contact with my mother. Whenever I called her, she found a way to make time for me and to explain what I had to do. Mother, hi, Dad wants potato soup tonight. Potato soup? Okay, honey. First, get out the big pot, the one you used yesterday. Then take 2 potatoes. She'll go through every step, one at a time, trying to think of everything I would need to know. I hadn't been raised to be a complainer, but I'm sure she knew that my job sometimes seemed overwhelming because when she was through with her instructions, she would always say, honey, you can do it. Our family situation meant that I had to do things that most children weren't expected to do. For instance, if I needed new clothes, I had to go by myself to downtown Houston. I took those Saturday trips alone, because my best friend was not allowed to travel on the streetcar without an adult. After all, we were just 7 years old. Don't forget, these were the days when a little girl's dress was 69 cents and eggs were 19 cents a dozen. Mother would give me $1.50 and I would go pick out a dress or a blouse. I loved doing this. It was the highlight of my week. The only problem I had was convincing the clerk that I really was allowed to make decisions. Sometimes it was enough to show them the money, but often they would say, "Where's your mother?" Then I would explain our circumstances, give them the phone number for mother's restaurant, and tell them, "You can call her. She'll tell you it's okay." Wow. After shopping, I would go to Crest for a cheese sandwich on toast and a Coke. Then I'll go to a movie. I lived for those afternoons on the town. I think the meal was usually 20 cents and the show was about a dime. So for 30 cents, I had a wow of an afternoon. When I first became these, when I first began these excursions, I was a little anxious about catching the right streetcar and finding my way around. Then I remember my mother would say, "You can do it, honey." I must have heard those words 1,000 times, and she always said them with total conviction. Now I realize that she must have been very anxious about the responsibilities that I had to assume. But you would never have known it to hear, okay, her. As far as I'm concerned, my mother knew that I could do it. Her words became the theme of my childhood. They have stayed with me all my life. You can do it. Wow, isn't that something? Hello, Jay. Welcome to the live, Jay. Welcome to the live. This is your second channel, Dodgy Boy. Yeah, this is your second channel, my friend. Thank you for being here. I know you shared me out. Thank you for sharing me out. Okay, I will continue to read from my book, Miracle Happens. I am reading from the book of Mary Kay. I sell her products. I use her product. And so I decided to come live just to read the first chapter of her book. The name of the book is called Miracle Happens. And the chapter that I'm reading is called You Can Do It. Okay, let me continue, you guys. We've been live for 18 minutes, and I'll probably stay on here for 5 minutes more. Okay, so let's go to the next page. The confidence my mother instilled has served me throughout my adult life. Without it, Mary Kay Cosmetics might have fizzled before it even got started. It was 1963. After 25 years as a professional sales lady with my kids grown, I just decided that retirement did not suit me. And so I had developed a strategy and philosophy for beginning my own dream company. I had recruited several sales ladies and invested my life savings into the chance of a lifetime. Using my years of experience in direct sales, I was going to train and supervise the beauty consultants while my husband was going to handle the administrative details of our new business. We had assembled boxes of bottles and jars and labels and brand labels that read Beauty by Mary Kay. Of course, this was later changed to Mary Kay Cosmetics. Exactly 1 month before we were scheduled to open, my husband and I were having breakfast together. He was reading the final percentage figure for our company, and I was listening very much, as a wife often does when her husband talks about the budget, with half an ear because I considered it to be his problem. Okay? After that moment, he suffered a fatal heart attack. OMG. I believe that work is often the best antidote for grief. And so, despite my shock, I decided to open the business as planned. Starting the company had been my dream and my idea, but I had never imagined that I would run it alone. I knew that I didn't have the needed administrative skills, and yet at this point, all the merchandise, the bottles, the labels were useless if the company folded. I had to go on. I turned to both my attorney and my accountant for advice. Mary Kay, my attorney said, shaking his head, liquidate the business right now and recoup whatever cash you can. If you don't, you'll end up penniless. I had hoped that my accountant would be a little bit more encouraging, but after studying the situation, he said, you can't possibly do it. The commission schedule would never work. It's just a matter of time before the business goes bankrupt and you along with it. The day of my husband's funeral, my son and my daughter came to Dallas from Houston. Perhaps it was the worst possible time to make a business decision, but it could no longer be delayed. So after the funeral, we sat in my living room and discussed the recommendations I had received. My children listened in silence. My 20-year-old son Richard was the sales representative for this insurance company and one of the youngest agents in Texas. He was making the incredible salary of $480 a month. I thought that was just unbelievable. After all, he was just a kid. If Mary Kay were to become a reality, I needed his help, but there was no way that I could afford a salary like that. I took a deep breath and I offered him $250 a month to help me guide the new company. Richard accepted without hesitation. And over the horrible protests of other family members and friends, he immediately quit his job and moved to Dallas. Boy, what a son he was. Now my eldest son, Ben, he was 27 years old, married, and the father of two. He could not pull up roots and move quickly as his brother, but after hearing my plans to continue the company, he said, one day I'd like to join you and Richard. Then calmly and deliberately, he reached into his breast pocket and pulled out a savings passbook. The balance showed $4,500. I knew I knew represented everything he had since high school. Mother, he said, I think you can do anything in this world that you wanted to. Then he handed me the passbook. Here's my savings. If it will help you in any way, I want you to have it. Wow, what a son. 8 months later, when we needed someone to handle our expanding warehouse, Ben left his job with a Houston welding company and moved his family to Dallas. After that time, he gave up a salary of $750 a month and started with the company at the same pay as Richard, $250 a month. Wow. Just wow. I'm going to stop right there. But this story so far is wow. And we're in the first chapter. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the 5 thumbs up. Jay, thank you. John, thank you. Shanji, thank you. Jen 28, thank you. Everybody that's in the sky that hadn't dropped down, thank you for watching and commenting and sharing. See you on my next video.